Okay, so you were telling me about a movie you saw last week. I told
Yeah,
you to
the
save it for the episode, so here we are.
yeah, the Sound of Freedom. I saw it, the movie that's for some reason has a lot of controversy. I don't really get it. Look, it definitely has things about it that you should be aware of, but I wouldn't I would still say go and see it. Like it's an incredible movie. Is it um would I say that it's like the greatest movie of all time? No, I think some people are overrating it a little bit. I would give it like a
Yeah.
7 or 8. If you take away the deeper parts of it, it is a straightforward, just like mission and rescue kind of movie, search and rescue
Okay.
movie. And I wouldn't say like the main character, like he's good and he's great at what he does, and I buy the emotional scenes, but nothing particularly sticks out about him either. He's a
Yeah.
serviceable main character. But all that being said, just to show him being objective, that is one of the going to that movie was probably one of the best experiences of the movies I've had in a long time. Like,
Nice.
and this movie is one of the best things that's come out in a while in the sense of just making you feel something, right? Like they always talk
Yeah.
about if movies should make you feel, they should make you think, they should make you question, and that's exactly what Sound of Freedom does. And it's hard to watch, and I don't, I'm never one to cry at movies. I really never do or get that
Yeah.
emotional about movies, but some of those scenes made me teary eyed. Now, partly is because of that, is because that it had the subject of child pedophile rings, if you're not aware of what the movie is about,
Yeah, I
has
did a
not
bit
been
of a
covered.
refresher
Yeah, it has
before.
not been covered in Hollywood. So of course, that's jarring, and it really felt like a community experience. Like everybody was getting shocked. You'd hear other people's reactions, and you could just feel how the tension, how everybody was feeling in the room when like certain scenes were playing. I don't want to
Yeah.
give away too much. But if you do go watch it, just be prepared. Like it doesn't make you feel good, but
Okay.
I would say it's a worthwhile watch. It's
You
quite
know,
the
that's and it's a shame because this movie came out and was overshadowed by a couple other big movies that came out this
Mhm.
summer. My mom saw it and she let me know about it before you told me, and I didn't know what this movie was. I didn't know it was out. I haven't never heard of it. And then a couple days later, you told me you saw it, so that caused me to okay. I did some research on what this movie was, and I didn't know it was being created because it's just things are so easily overshadowed now by stupid Barbie movies and
Well,
big
there's
Christopher
two.
Nolan movie Oppenheimer, like so these great movies kind of slip under the radar.
Well, that's the name of the game, right?
Yeah.
There's just so much content now.
But
Um,
then you get the pleasant surprise of
yeah,
of,
no,
of going and seeing this amazing film that nobody's really talking about.
but this movie, right? Okay, I don't get why it has so much controversy. It's calling out child pedophile rings. Movies exaggerate things all the time. So if it is exaggerating things, as some people want to say, or not portraying it right, I mean, plenty of movies are guilty of doing that. And there's movies I like that are guilty of doing that. So it's not, as far as just my enjoyment, it's not going to kill it. And reality is exposing something that doesn't get a lot of attention and is an issue.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything wrong with that. Look, I mean, it's no secret the movie's Christian backed, and
Hmm.
that is what it is. Yeah, go see the movie. I don't have to support it in any other way. And reality is, it's the message of the movie is something that I think we can all agree with.
Needs
And
to be some light should be shined on it, especially if that's a topic that is not ever covered in Hollywood.
but it is right. Like, here's what people got to understand. Look, I mean, I can definitely see some of the conspiracy theorists' point with it, but you also got to look at um, it. It doesn't have big studio backing, and for a movie without big studio backing, just independent Angel Studios to make over $100 million is very impressive and unheard of
Yeah.
in today's market. And I think it should be credited for that as well. And look, it's no secret, right? Everybody talks about, oh, they're trying to hide the movie. And look, I can see how it definitely seems like that. And seems like there's some weird stuff going on. But at the same time, that marketing benefits that movie. Like the main actor,
Yeah,
you
it
watch
does.
him do interviews, he's playing it up too, and he's saying things. And I'm not saying they're not genuine about wanting to get the message out, and right, but becoming the movie you can't see, it
Yeah.
definitely is
It's
going to
all
help.
publicity
Kind it
and
made me aware of it,
yeah.
right? So um And
That's
but
just
there
their
are
marketing approach.
But there are
It's just
things to back it up because it wasn't playing in Milton. It was only playing in
oh
like
really?
Burlington. Yeah, it's not playing
Yeah.
everywhere. It doesn't have wide
Yeah,
release, but it
that
also doesn't have
happens.
studio backing. So to be
Smaller
fair,
movies too. Like remember Burt Kreischer's movie The Machine? When it came out, I was trying to see it and wasn't playing in Milton. So,
Mhm.
a lot of these smaller movies don't play in, I guess, our theater. We have a very small theater. So a lot of the time some of these movies never make their way over. But yeah, thanks for the recommendation on that. I'm definitely gonna check that one out. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it in the theater.
But when it comes on wherever it
Yeah, I'll
goes,
definitely check that out because it seems like an important film.
and I also got to just say about it, it gives me hope. Not only in the sense of its message and what it's spreading awareness about. We don't. It's not our place to get too serious on here.
Yeah.
That is the most evil stuff in the world, and people should be aware of it. But anyway, what also gives me hope about that movie is a movie that's outside the Hollywood system can do well. And we're in a time now where actors are on strike, writers are on strike. Nobody's really been happy with movies for a while. And it's like maybe this is the time for more
Nobody's happy with
independent.
anything
Yeah.
anymore.
So maybe this is the time for alternate media and independent movies to kind of
Yeah.
make a bit of a comeback. I mean, look, people are going to notice what Sound of Freedom did, and there's going to be other studios that are outside that Hollywood system that are going to try to recreate it.
Yeah.
And frankly, that if that happens, this could be a really great thing. So even just for the movie business, Sound of Freedom could set off something that's desperately needed.